How much are we willing to forgive when we really like a person? Peter Parker's a normal guy, so grounded despite his superpowers, he has an innate likability that draws me towards him. I love his sarcastic insults as he punches enemies and wry observations as he swings through the city.
I never get to sightsee.
He's fun, but he also lacks restraint. Beating the stuffing out of ordinary criminals seems a bit excessive, no? And in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, he bugs cell phone towers for his own revenge. So is he a good guy? Or just another powerful man who sets his own rules? And that question of forgiveness extends to the action too. I like Spider-Man, and he's at his snappy best in this latest adventure. I wanted to spend time with him, hear him belt out insults while smacking down his evil-minded foes.
I hear jail's a lot nicer now. The toilets have seats and everything.
But should I forgive the game's problems just because I find the main character so endearing? It's not an easy question. At times I did overlook the swirling camera that struggles to properly frame the action, and the sloppy locomotion as I swung across Manhattan. After all, why get hung up on the finicky movement when it feels so freeing to soar above the traffic below? But after the hours flew by, the problems became more noticeable. The combat is so simple, more reliant on quick-time button presses than actual skill, that it soon became tiresome to knock my opponent's heads in. And similar to what we've seen in the Batman Arkham series, only even more rudimentary than the Dark Knight's fisticuffs, and without the bone-crushing impact that makes you cringe. Fights require little more than slamming on attack and dodging when enemies glow red, and I need more depth in my superheroic conquests. The side missions also require their fair share of forgiveness. Manhattan is a crime-ridden city where citizens are confronted early and often by the criminal underbelly. Spider-Man must stop these heinous acts to keep his hero level high, so you're compelled to stop high-speed chases and robberies before the city turns against you. It's a fine idea because Spider-Man should strive for the greater good. But even this simple idea falters. For one, the side missions themselves aren't interesting. Rescuing people from smoke-filled buildings highlights how clunky the game is in enclosed spaces, and fighting regular enemies is too easy to be interesting. The punishment system wasn't a real deterrent either. What did I care if people didn't like me? Sure, a task force would hunt me down, but it was easy enough to avoid their strikes. Plus, the story missions pitted me as a villain anyway, no matter how much good I accomplished. So the side missions are a bust. Still, it's not like The Amazing Spider-Man 2 lacks fun. I did enjoy swinging through the city. There are comic book pages and posters sprinkled throughout, and even though I don't read comic books in real life, it was cool to check out one in Stan Lee's shop. It's just a world I want to exist in, to spend time with Spider-Man, see his various suits, and meet his many nemesises. The Amazing Spider-Man 2's worst failing is that it's expected. We've seen countless open-world games in this manner, including many already starring Spider-Man, so there weren't any surprises. But it's all a matter of your forgiveness. Spider-Man is so likable that it's possible to overlook the simplicity of the combat and the tedium of the side missions. There's nothing majorly wrong with the game after all. There's just not a heck of a lot right with it either.